Dude, the best part about it is there's still that "can you read this" box kicking around the warehouse somewhere.
Hey, we're live, I think. It says we're live.
Oh.
Oh man, I forgot the Incredible Hulk was here.
For what?
This is session 2 of the Electric Dice podcast. We're playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. It's The Enemy Within, which is to say we will occasionally do things that happen in that module, but mostly we will be drunk assholes fleeing from the burning wreckage of the cities and towns we visit.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like wreckage.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are we being brash?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Brash.
Oh my god, Riley's a frog.
Yeah. He's definitely a frog tonight, so. Can someone do quick confirmation for us and make sure that we are audio?
We have
Everything
audio.
looks like it's going.
We have audio?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we did
I
that.
hear you.
We did that one time and it was fucking miserable, so. Wait,
Oh
no.
no.
Wait.
a frog.
Okay, yes, we do have audio because I tried pulling it up and just am dumb. Alright, so who wants to bring us back to that lovely time 2 weeks ago when we first started playing that game and catch anyone who might have missed things up?
Our adventure first began when my character,
Hell yeah.
Rorgel, stepped off a
Rorgel.
boat and, helped a couple with, some an unfortunate luggage situation. To repay Rorgel's kindness, they said, "Oh, we know of a place you can stay. Let's go." And then we went to the shitty part of town, and we got mugged. But I was like, "Look, man, I don't have any money." And then the muggers were like, "You're right. You look like you don't got any money." So then they turned their eyes onto the elderly couple. Well, not elderly, just a couple, I suppose. As I slinked away into the shadows.
Yeah, all this is accurate so far.
Mm.
Alright, someone else pick up.
And then I came in.
Fuck.
Like,
How
paint
are-
us a
how
word
is-
picture.
Yeah, how is your voice worse than seeing that frog in the bottom of the screen?
And there I was, the hero of the story. Getting
This
the
is
crap
my
kicked out of
story.
me. When suddenly, 3 opportunities showed up on the street. One said opportunity got me money papers, which I traded for 6 brass pennies. And here we are. And then I slept in manure.
That's true.
Accurate.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean,
Also, we have a mission or something, but
yeah, you hid in manure. You ended up going to bed.
With your punch card.
Yeah, you snuck into the halfling's room and curled up at the end of the bed or on the floor like a smelly poop dog. If I remember correctly.
I have a corner.
You have a whole corner. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
How generous.
How generous. So, 2 things happen. We play like the episode synopsis, right? We do like the title sequence and everything, and we fade in, and it was like several hours earlier, and we see the wharf again. Except I think when we joined Rorgel in it the first time, it was like close to twilight dusk, right? It was getting pretty dark when you arrived.
Yeah.
It's bright out, right? So this is before you arrived. We see like a rather kind, if not a little scruffy looking fellow, right? A little red in the face, a healthy amount of weight, right? Not like overweight or anything, but like he's eaten well, which is certainly something in this day and age. And he sort of, sallies forth off of the gangplank and hits, the town, and he looks around and he kind of brings his briefcase up kind of close to him, and he unfolds this little piece of paper that he pulls out of a pouch, and it's got, like roughly drawn, and when I say roughly, I mean as if it was drawn by children. You wouldn't know it by looking at the drawing, but like two halflings, two smaller sized creatures, right? Both of them, a male and a female, both of them with like bright smiling faces on it, and they seem to be like holding between them like a big bag of coins, right? Like this childish rendering of like, you know, burlap sack filled with money. And he's like, this is it. We're going to work together, and things are going to be great. And we crossfade to the cousins, the two halflings, hanging out. Are you guys like dead asleep? Or are you like talking about how you're going to make this situation work for you? Like, where do we join? What are your names? Fiaza and Finn. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can completely be asleep. That's fine. You don't have to be awake. It can just be, you know, like a crossfade, and then we just, you know, the camera's shot in such a way
Pan into
that,
where we are.
yeah. Make that frog do this voice thing again.
What voice thing? Just
know.
move when I move.
Yeah, flap your gums really big.
Flap, 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 flap.
It's just the tongue moving.
It was. I hate this. All right. Are you doing anything special? Is one of you awake? One of you asleep? Both of you asleep? Or are we good? Here we are.
I don't know. I'm pretty good with being asleep. Just kind of waking up in a nice, beautiful sun.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Cool. Well, so we crossfade to the two of you, but we notice we're not. The camera is not such that it is showing the room. It's someone looking into your room, right? And we can tell because we see like over the shoulder, right? Like the wind picks up a little bit, and like someone's like overcoat sort of like blowing in the wind, and we got like that unsteady, shaky cam, right? And someone puts like a fingerless, gloved hand up to the window and looks, and then he mutters under his breath, he's like, "Damn that booger. They're under his protection. Who else is in this tavern that I can steal from?" And then this little rapscallion in the night sort of saunters, right, like gripping iron bar, right, going from like planter to planter around the edge of this little tavern looking for someone to plunder. So, Nick.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone warned you. I don't think anyone warned Rorgal about like how dangerous this part of town is. Although he might have been able to put two and two together himself, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think Rorgal's a pretty decently intelligent man, despite the fact that he can't read or write.
Sure. Well, I mean, who can in this day and age? Let's be honest.
Right, but I think he was able to piece two and two together.
Sure. So I'm thinking, because we need to make a roll to decide to really roll off if you were if you like bolted the window, because the tavern owner doesn't bolt the windows because he's got to deal with all the local thieves, right?
Well, I see a roll here that is labeled intuition.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. I'm going to give you a +10 on this roll because you did literally get jumped right outside this tavern, and then later you saw Booger use a punch card. A smart man may have been able to put this together, that perhaps there's something afoot.
All right.
Oh, you did. Look at that. Okay. So, this thief in the night, right, sort of saunters to the, through one window and it's empty, and the next one, right, we see, what is Rorgal? Does he have like a, big old set of dwarven long johns, or, what's the sleeping situation like?
Now all I can picture is like this very tall dwarf in long johns. So that's what we're going with.
Sure, yeah, right. Like they fit really well, but like there's like about a foot and a half bunched up at the bottom.
Yeah,
right. Just curled up and just sitting at the end of the bed. Okay.
Does it got the little booty flap with the buttons?
Oh, it has to. It has to. Yeah. There's no indoor plumbing here. You want to go to the bathroom, you go into the latrine. Used to be shit house.
Yeah. So I think that's a pretty nice picture we have there.
Yeah, and so too does this little thief, right? Because he's like, yes, and we hear the flick of a knife coming out of a little scabbard that's like hidden within the belt, right? And he runs the seam of the window, checking, and then he's looks back over his shoulder, right, looking at the ground, perhaps to a compatriot or something. We don't know. The camera stays on him, and then he like places his feet as best he can because he is kind of dangling, right, and then the camera just does like that like hard Wes Anderson like zoom in on the latch, right, that has been like oh so delicately turned, and he's like shit, and he struggles another for a little bit, right. Do you want to make a not intuition, perception?
Perception?
Yeah. This is going to be at a -20 because you're sleeping.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, he can't get in short of breaking your window. But I wonder if that's enough to wake you. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean,
Sleepy boy.
Right. He right, and it doesn't go. And he's like, there's got to be an easy mark here somewhere. And he saunters to the next window. Cool. So, we don't stay with him. We stay on you for a while, just sort of like sleeping and slumbering and everything. And we see not anything so like gauche as like the stars swiftly moving past you. But, like, clearly time has gone by, right? Like, if there's a candle in your room, it, like, begins to, like, burn down, right?
Right.
And I want everyone to make a perception roll. And this will be a straight roll, because it's enough of a commotion when this little thief finally, gets into a room that, like, it's reasonable that anyone could wake up.
Do I get any sort of minus because I'm down in the lobby?
Oh, I thought you were curled up in the twins' room or the cousins' room.
No, he's in the lobby.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with this. There's a big commotion here.
Okay. And you said perception?
Yep, straight roll. This is really just to establish like who has a chance to respond and who doesn't.
I seem to be a heavy sleeper.
Yeah, I mean, and I think the point is you wake up, but you are such that, Finn's out the room so fast or something, you're like, wait, you took the light with you, wait, what's going on? You know what I mean? Because, like, it pretty much wakes everyone up, you just don't have to react to it. Sort of 2-3 things happen at once, some of them kind of, louder and more obvious than others. A window of a glass pane is broken. About 150 ball bearings first fall from like the windowsill onto the floor, and then there's a loud like oof grunt as a man slips and slams hard onto the floor, and then a woman screams at the top of her lungs, intruder, thief, right? And Rorgel and Finn, you are both in a position to you could lock your door, you could get a knife, you could rush to the scene of the crime, or you could just be an innocent bystander.
It's not a problem.
What do I even have? What's my weapon? I'm gonna grab my weapon, my little stabby thing, and just kind of sit there and go back to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. No, that's fine. Rorgel, do you...
Let's see here. What kind of picture do I want to paint of Rorgel? He's not going to be the one that, like, rushes in and, like, kicks down the door and tries to apprehend the thief. Rorgel's gonna go downstairs, and, get, like, the desk attendant or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Okay. You get out your door, right? Did you bring anything with you? Weapon? You don't have to, I'm just curious.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay. given that you passed your earlier check, I'm also going to say you take your key with you and lock the door behind you.
Right.
They probably auto lock behind you, but no, this place won't do that. You lock it. You think to check, and you turn, and it doesn't lock behind you, and you're like, you fucking place, and you lock it. Yeah, I mean, you have a knife, definitely. And you basically hit the stairs, so there's like, that the cousins are in the room, not right next to you, but one down. And you go about 3-4 rooms down, and you hit the stairs. But 3-4 rooms down from you, so you're in the middle of like a 8 to 10 room suite up on this second floor. The door flies open, and she's like, Give that back! That's not yours! You can't... Right? And she's, like, not really making a lot of sense, and there's, like, there's, like, a shadowy figure that, like, runs clear through the hallway, right, straight into the next room, and slams it, pretty hard. And then, let's see if he actually makes his check or not. Give him a little bonus. Okay, cool. So he does. I just used your stat block next, sorry.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah, so he actually hits the door frame pretty hard, cracking it, and tumbling through. He's not, like, through the other side and still moving, right? Like, that took his momentum. But he did get through the door, and then you hear someone else, like, "Brr!" right, as they are startled awake by an intruder. And you're quickly down the stairs. Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the best.
So we had 2 people who failed. Do you want to do anything now that the situation has resolved a little bit? Because you did both get awoken.
I feel like I'm probably going to poke my head out and try and see what's going on.
Okay. Mike, are you thinking of doing anything?
Yeah, so actually, all my character would do is like curl back deeper into the rags he sleeps in and make sure he has a clear line on the door if he has to flee.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think if you're like keeping an eye, you're surveying everything. You see Rorgo come down. Are they bright red classic long johns?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you're like looking, and the desk attendant is like the younger brother, like, but larger and smellier than the last man you spoke to behind the desk, who is like impressively asleep. Like, he has managed to sleep through all of this thus far. Feet up on the counter, right? Chair leaned back at a precarious angle. If there wasn't, like, what passes as the newspaper when no one can read and it's just a bunch of pictures, right? Sitting on his face, it'd be like the big anime snot bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bang on the desk.
Yeah. High or low?
Let's go low.
Okay. He tips back and manages to, like, keep his cool. He, like, throws his hands forwards and grabs onto the thing. He doesn't... And when I say he keeps his cool, he doesn't fall backwards. He doesn't look cool while he does it. He's like, yeah. You check it in, sir. Yes, of course. Let me get you a room.
No, I already have a room. There's a disturbance upstairs. I think a thief has broke into your establishment.
And he looks at you, and he's like... He's gathering the lie that says that could never happen here.
Yeah.
We ran into this last time. Bluff isn't a skill, is it?
No, it's not.
Fuck, is it an advanced skill or something? What the shit? Alright, we're gonna do charm, but he doesn't have as good charm as you, so by a long shot. Wow. He has told this story so many times with a penalty of 15. Oh man. He looks up and he grabs like a blackjack from underneath from the desk, and he looks around. He's like, "You're right. That does sound like a thief. I assure you, here at the
Reaver's Retreat.
Reaver's Ranger,
Reaver's Return.
that no thief would ever be allowed into this premises. I'm gonna go take care of this, sir."
He says he's gonna go take care of it.
Yes.
He's okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, oh, thank you. That is absolutely wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, the staff here is so ready to answer the call to arms.
Yeah. Do you?
I think Booger is just like, heh.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Heard this.
Yeah, you're like, I am a thief. Do you want to roll intuition, Nick?
Yeah, I mean,
So like,
if-
yeah, you brought him a concern. He replied reasonably, but that doesn't mean you can't still be like, really? He's gonna do the thing, huh?
yeah. I imagine some sort of modifier.
Yeah, I think you probably are at a plus 10. Like, I think everything up until this point has shown you that this is probably not going to happen. Fumbling failure. Okay. It's pretty close. I think, it's not so much that you're like, I would trust this man with my life. And it's more just like, maybe he's not lying. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, right this way. Let's go.
Oh, okay, you're going with him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you both head up the stairs pretty quickly. I'm gonna just roll. Let's see. I need 2 athletics. What the hell was this guy's athletics too? Hold on, I gotta pull up my notes, sorry. Because this guy has like a name and everything. He is right out of the module.
He's a person.
He is one whole person.
I was a person once.
Wouldn't recommend it.
No, it's
Even
kind of the worst, man.
His name's Grasser.
That was my name when I was a person.
Really?
No.
Oh. I was gonna say, what are the odds? Grasser, where the fuck? Oh no, I'm sorry. Grasser is supposed to be the guy who owns the place. The thief's name is Bertoldo.
Rudolph was the person who owns the place.
Oh, you're right. No, it's Grasser's his last name. I'm sorry. This is really they tried to make it all fancy, and I can't
We
read
go
shit.
by many names.
Grasser's so fancy though.
Yeah, Grasser. Bertoldo Vasari, something like that, is the thief, and then Rudolph Grasser is the innkeeper. Okay, so he's got a really good agility. Shit.
He's a fast man.
Yeah. Okay, so he's looking. He wants a 51 or under. Okay, so actually he's not having a good night of this. He tries to juke his way out past the other sleeping man in this room and everything, and then he can't help but notice that there's a loose pile of coins on the table. And he stops, grabs some of them, and then the old man just hits him right center mass right into the thing, and they've gotten engaged in a scuffle. Assuming the old man can beat a 40, which is pretty generous for an untrained old man fighting. He's tangled the thief up enough that when was it Rorgel? Rorgel and Smelly Brother. Okay, so he doesn't. So he whacks him good once, and the thief's still trying to take off. When you arrive to the top of the stairs, yeah, the old guy doesn't. He hits him once, but he doesn't tangle him up or anything. When you arrive at the stairs, the thief, who you have no way of knowing, but his name is Bertoldo, has the other window open, and he's got all but one leg out, right? Because he's trying to balance himself before he leaps to the next rooftop.
All right. Well, would you like me to make some sort of athletics check to grab this foul being?
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's the way to go. There's an opening here, you could still grab him.
All right. Any modifier?
I think you get a plus 10. I think you get a plus 10 still. Yeah, there's not much of him, but he also didn't know you were coming back. He thinks he's just got to sneak past this one old man and. Okay. What does that look like? Because I don't think it's anything as grand as you go tumbling out the window, but.
No, I don't think so. I think I turn the corner, see that he slipped past the old man, and is like you said, he's got all but one leg out the window, and he's trying to jump to the next building. And I think I just go stop, and I just run, push past the old man, and he jumps to the next building, and I just kind of like flop out the window, so I'm like kind of hanging,
Right.
but like
Right.
not like, oh god, I'm falling to my death.
Right, you're just like, damn, I thought I had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Now here's the part where you're like, clearly the fat man I came up with is going to help in this situation.
Yeah.
And he's going to make an athletics check. He doesn't want to do this.
Fat man making an athletics check he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a plus 10. I have no idea
gonna
why,
end well.
but wow. Okay. The
Okay.
dice are with him tonight. Yeah, that's like 2 surprising checks. So he might have to get a name by the end of this. He like looks, and I imagine you're like collecting yourself and getting back into the room, right?
Yeah.
Not just hanging out there. Yeah, and he's just like full steam, full tilt, right? Just runs and launches himself Superman style straight out the window. And hits the next building, which is going to be just like a relatively like flat slate topped building.
Yeah.
And like, you know, no superhero 3-point landing or anything, but like carries his mass fully to the next building and doesn't land in a painful pile, which is quite a bit for untrained.
For this stoutly man.
Yeah, right. And now Bertoldo's like, he's through the other side too, but he really hasn't picked up any momentum, and he's just like, I'm never getting away with this. Amanda, you said you wanted not Felicia, Fiazza, to be poking her head out. So you saw Nick and someone who seemed like the innkeeper go by, and then you heard like a oof, 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 right? And like people are jumping out windows and shit. It's crazy.
So crazy. I think since I kind of got woken up while I was still mostly asleep, I might be yelling about the wake-up call being too early.
Sure. You haven't quite pieced it together. You're just mad.
I'm just mad.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, I like that. Are you like going to confront the innkeeper about the situation, or are you just literally yelling it out?
Yeah, I'm wandering in the same direction as the innkeeper, going to yell at him.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I think you find Rorgel. Yeah. I'm gonna get these names. I swear. Rorgel.
It's okay.
Are you thinking of also jumping to the next window, or are you pretty fine?
Oh god, no! Are you kidding me?
That's fair. You can break a leg. You don't have to fall far. Okay, cool.
Broken legs are fine.
Yeah, so I think there's the woman in the one room, and she's in there because she's just kind of like looking somewhere between like devastated and furious. The old man's out of breath because he's like, yeah, I fought off an intruder. And it has,
I did a good.
right, and it hasn't clicked that all of his money is gone. Like it will very soon, but and then yeah, so
Fiazza
is just come to the room.
So-
You're like, it's too early. And you slam.
It's too early, and then I stop, and then I realize what's going on.
Yeah.
And I switch to kind of like what happened, what's going on.
Right. Go ahead and both of you that are in the room roll the perception, and get a 20, because like you're not yelling back and forth like to each other. You're all like, well, what's happening, right? And it's to clear that distance. It wasn't very far on its own.
Modifier 20?
Yeah, plus 20 to your perception.
Okay.
You're basically listening in on the conversation that's happening over there.
Jeez, I'm not good at this.
Okay. All right, so both of the NPCs are getting it as well, because that was a pretty low roll. Nick, did you roll for the listen?
Oh. Sorry. Perception.
Yeah.
Plus 20.
Yeah. Okay,
Oof.
so it's the NPCs. We don't
I
really
like-
worry about... What's that?
Real quick, I just want to say I like that the NPCs are the heroes of
Their
the story right now.
their rolls are like gas right now, yeah. I mean,
Just let them do all the work.
So all that happens is like the audience is still going to enjoy the scene, but as opposed to like flashing back and we like get their reaction shots of the NPCs, just like halfway through we do a shot where where either Mike or Riley joins the scene, and it's Rorgel and Fiazza both staring like, what are they saying? Like trying to put it together. Because what happens is
Standing a little too close to their conversation.
right, Bertoldo's like, we had a deal. And the innkeeper's son's like, you weren't supposed to make such a mess. And he like raises the club up, but he's like, I have to hit you now. And he's like, no, fuck that. I'm not giving you any money if you hit me. He's like, don't. And he like turns to the other like, I'll get your money, ma'am. And she's looking at him, he's like, I just heard you say this is a scam. And then, the player character's like, what did he say?
Ham?
Right, Mike or Riley, do you want to jump in there at all, or are you content?
Rudolph fully assured me that no thief ever steps foot in the Reaver's return.
What about frog people?
Yeah, I think unfortunately for our NPCs, my character could really care less about what's going on.
That's fine.
I feel like you're part of it.
You're just still sleeping in the corner.
No, that's completely fine. It's just when
Booger's gonna get some pennies out of this deal somehow.
He scrapes up what the guy dropped on his way out.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean he's watching for what scraps he can pick at, but
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, right. So we're going to just nope, please spell right. Hi, the innkeeper's son, he's like, I gotta hit you, man. Like, sorry, it's gonna happen. And the thief Bertoldo is like, no, fuck that. You're gonna try and hit me? I'm gonna stab you. And like, he starts the fight. So either way, somebody's getting hit. Okay, yeah, so the son does it. So, like, true to his word, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fix this. And then he just clubs the thief, like, once right over the head. So let's use... I like Nick's stats blocks the most. I've been having good luck with that. Actually, I don't know if it would be basic or brawling. I mean, I imagine brawling's, like, literally just fists. I'm gonna give it basic. There's no bonus, though. Okay, so... Not great. The son like swings once, and it's like he's not used to this weapon. He was like over exaggerating his stance to begin with, and he like doesn't have the time to fix it, so he doesn't really collide with any real damage. Like as opposed to if he like followed through with this swing.
Right.
And then the thief is like, oh, you're gonna regret that, man. And then he stabs him once, whether it works or not, and then runs. But the winner of a knife fight is usually the one who dies on the way to the hospital, so...
Wise words.
Yeah.
Well,
that was dark. Jeez.
I stole that from
Beautiful.
Unknown Armies. It was really good. Wow. Okay. They fucking suck at fighting.
they're just caressing each other.
Right.
They don't really go after the thieves.
Yeah, right. Like, they ended up in this, like, kind of warm embrace, but they're both gritting their teeth. And right, so...
I think they're hugging on the roof.
He's friends with the thief! Right. And the lady's, like, right at the window. She's like, I heard that! And Bertoldo's just like, nah, I'm sick of this shit. And he just, like, starts running. And the son's like, I tried. I can't catch him. And he just, like... It's like, also, I can't get down from this place. And he starts, like, looking for some sort of trapdoor to, like, get down into the basement of someone else's house. So, what are the two party members that are there gonna do?
I have done my due diligence as a fellow visitor of the Reaver's Return.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you have done more than your due diligence.
So I feel like we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
We saved the day.
Work here is done. You didn't do anything.
A job well done.
I came out to yell at people, and he's not there anymore. I'm gonna go back. Well, I guess Riley's there. I'm gonna talk to my cousin about what we overheard.
Yeah.
About the scam.
Yeah, so...
That's cool.
And yeah, to put that into like context, like the NPCs were definitely like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, we're getting robbed here. They're letting it happen. Yeah, there's clearly some gun. The son has got a lot of explaining to do if he ever finds his way home. He is like a whole one house over, so he might get lost and die on the way here.
Rip.
We knew him so well. He's such a good fighter.
Yeah. Do you guys want to take any special interest in like selling this kid up the river, or are you pretty much fine with everything as it took place?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't hear anything, so...
Yeah, I mean, I think the NPCs would have been talking about it a little bit, but, like, for narrative control, you can be like, what? They're talking about ham? I don't care, and just walk away.
Yeah, but I think the fact that, like, the dude got a critical success on his charm roll...
It's enough for you.
Yeah, it leads me to be like, no, he would not be in cahoots with the thief.
Sure. No, that's fair. I mean... He did everything he could. Like, he swung at the guy.
He even jumped out a window!
He did jump out a window. Just not nothing. He just, he did not succeed when he attacked, but he did try. Okay, cool. No, I'm about that. Sorry.
For me, I guess I know what kind of neighborhood we're in.
Yeah, so do you want to take, like, some special interest to, like, make this a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if it's just you, I'm just gonna have you roll some sort of social stat, and you'll like lend your aid to them, and I'm gonna handle it like more or less off screen.
Gossip.
Yeah, there's gossip. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
This is literally gossip.
Yeah.
I'm just chatting with the local lady that was screaming. And I did it really badly.
Yeah, right. You somehow, when you're explaining it to the actual innkeeper in the morning, you know, you're like, yeah, and then he jumped out a window chasing this thief, and then the thief said, oh, you know, like, we had a
Something
deal
about ham.
Right, and he's like, my son jumped out a window to go after this woman's purse, and you're like, yeah, but like he was getting like money off of it, and he's like, well, where's the money? And you're like, well, the thief was a jerk. And he's like, I'm not buying this.
The thief was a jerk.
He was a jerk.
Yeah. I mean, so you still have your beliefs, and that's fine. And you can be done staying here. And you can even, like, back that lady up and be like, yo, I know that dude's a scumbag. We'll find him. But the owner isn't really, like, having any interest in this. We think.
All right then.
Oh, yeah. I guess I chatted with the lady to get a little bit more information on what they might have took from her.
Yeah, I think it was just some jewelry and stuff, just like stuff she was wearing, like and nothing like crazy. I mean, obviously, like anything being stolen from you is upsetting, and it was certainly worth maybe like some silver. But nothing like so incredible as like gold.
Okay. I mentioned if we happen to come across a dude, I'll keep an eye out for her purse.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
If I remember.
Did you say that part too?
I do.
She's like so thankful for you, and then she like crinkles her face up, and she's like, "You little shit," and she just like walks off. Cool. Okay. Yeah, what, so Finn and Booger didn't do anything exciting last night, so where do we join them already in action?
I want a breakfast.
You want one whole breakfast, huh?
I want one whole breakfast.
Yeah.
What did they serve in the inn last night?
Last night they actually had a couple people, and some people were throwing coin around, so there was probably either, like some turkey that was not like amazing, but it was passable. It was just very dry. Or like leftover ham from the night before.
So leftover ham?
Yeah.
Is there like a Denny's?
No.
Yeah,
no.
so what
food quality like a Denny's, yes, but no moons over my hammy.
So what they do with the leftovers?
You will get gruel. You will get like the soup that they made 2 days ago is just like rendered fat, and like some biscuits that they would chuck, but they're like, yeah, here.
No, that's what he wants. Yeah, he's looking for that.
Yeah,
he probably even has it. Huh? It's part of his deal.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like this way, we know the pigs don't get sick here. Like, and they give it to you.
He's the taste tester.
Oh no.
All right, start a countdown. Mike's if Mike doesn't get back in 20 seconds, he's sick.
3,
All right.
I'm not gonna count.
Riley, you get like the improved like biscuits and gravy version, right? Like little bit of turkey mixed in there, and yeah, it's passable. I mean, you've eaten here a while. You're a halfling, like you know good cuisine. This isn't it, but like it is edible.
It's something.
Yeah. Are you the kind of person that might have gone back there and been like, listen, buddy, if I'm gonna stay here, I need to eat, and I can't deal with what you're doing here? Or is that not really you?
What, like the thievery thing?
No, like, are you a cook?
Oh.
Are you
The
a
food
chef?
quality.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know good food. I wouldn't say that I'm an excellent cook.
Mhm.
I'm a decent cook,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think, like,
You
even
know-
a middling halfling cook is better than, like, an average human cook.
right, I could run circles around a human.
Right.
But you know, I'm a decent cook. I was more spoiled.
Gotcha.
I was spoiled with good food.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just curious if we wanted to, like, you know, look into that conversation a little. But that's completely fine that you're just like, hey, can you do a thing? And he's like, yeah, sure, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I think I'm just like literally take a bowl back to my corner and just stick my face in it like a dog. It's like, dog, 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 dog.
My God.
Yeah,
my morning.
they feed you early, so no one else has to see that.
down in the corner.
God.
I get a little nauseous.
I think I look up and see you looking at me and like hold the bowl out like, share?
I have my own food. No, thank you.
More for me. Yum, 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 yum.
That was a good thing to come back to.
God. All right. So, what's the plan then? You know, we've eaten. We've tried to get people in trouble for being bad humans.
Yeah, didn't you guys get a job or something?
We got money papers.
Money papers.
Yeah, this is something my character, like, he sold the money papers, so he's like, he has no clue.
Oh yeah, he was not here. He ran
That's
away.
true. Oh yeah,
What?
we have these money papers.
Oh yeah, he didn't get
and,
he didn't get that stuff filled in. Yep.
Someone probably tells him what the old man talked about.
I feel like you would because
Oh yeah, because I
you
can
know,
read.
you know what they say.
Yeah, this guy, apparently the papers we took, totally legally, talked about a job that he was taking on. But he so graciously let us keep the papers because he's getting up there. Can't do the adventuring as much as he used to.
A job? What does it pay?
I don't know if
question.
Yeah,
She
that is
said
the
as
question.
She unfurled the papers and read with her reading capabilities.
I just
So-
remember something about a ruined building
And a
So-
ring being in the building.
and you
Um,
dig.
Can everyone
And you-
refresh or reconnect for me? I tried it and I just lost everyone. So
Oh no.
yeah.
I'm back.
Well, there's Amanda. All right, we got Amanda and a frog.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm
we
working
lost-
on it.
Oh, did you like refresh?
Oh, he refreshed.
That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll probably work, but
Super refresh.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's say because
Yeah.
Amanda said she could see you, but I could not, and then we're all just gonna shun Mike this session.
Mike's not here.
Yeah. So, basically, the papers are like an official like writ or mandate from like local government stating like the holder of these papers is like has been legally contracted to reclaim, salvage, and otherwise raid like a ruined building, right? Because otherwise, like, any old person's gonna show up and poke around, like, yeah, they hired me. Like, no, that shit's not gonna fly. You know, if a road warden finds you, they're gonna shoot you and then take you in and try and claim a bounty on you. But like, if they show up and they're like, why are you in these ruins? And
You
you're
got
like,
money papers.
you got money paper, yeah, it says I'm cool. And then they're gonna be like, I don't know nothing about no money paper. And then they're still
And
gonna
then
try
they're going to shoot us and try to claim a bounty.
Right, they're still gonna try and shake you down, but you get like a plus 20 to your roll.
They're gonna wait for us to find what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I mean, I guess the plan is to go to this ruined building. I mean, why not? I have nothing better to do.
So,
yeah, I mean, we got all the information already.
to be clear,
Says
it
there's
doesn't
money.
say how much we will make.
Do we know that this guy is wealthy?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like shoot me because I didn't take good notes last game. I'm pretty sure the guy you got it from said I think you get 5 gold crowns for returning the ring. I don't think it was on the paper. I think he said that. But either way, I recorded the session, so I'll double check it before like you actually get back. Like whatever number I said before, I'll stick to. But I think it was 5 gold crowns.
Do you say that to my character?
Oh, we tell you because you weren't there last night.
Yeah, so
We're just chatting about the
Why
paper
would-
and the potential job, and we mentioned the word 5 crowns.
yeah, so I'm like half listening, half like sticking my face in the bowl and like looking up the scraps. And when you say 5 gold crowns, I stop and just stare at you like blankly for a second, and then the bowl just like clatters out of my hand, and I start running in circles around you, just going, "Let's go, let's go, let's go."
Oh God! Why did you tell
What
him?
is that?
Why did
Come
you
on.
say this?
I wasn't telling him. I was talking to you guys.
And there's
He-
like still
He just
gruel, like,
pops up.
dripping off
shit,
of my
Booger, I
face.
forgot you were here.
Come on, come on. And I'm like literally like doing cartwheels around you.
This is-
They're bad
You're
cartwheels.
You're just tugging at his clothes.
I think
Roll
my
for
favorite
cartwheels.
thing about like playing RPGs with Mike is like they're literally just what he wants to be in real life.
Yeah.
They just like he just wants to be this goofy, tumbling little fool that like makes everyone happy, is excited about everything. And like you talk to him in real life, he's just this nihilistic, unhappy.
Wow.
Okay.
Tell me I'm
Guys,
wrong.
there's a giant red skeleton
Yeah, why
attacking
is
is
us.
this?
Boy like dancing out here?
Long Boy's back. Dave asked for him, and Dave makes
Oh,
an excellent
no.
point that we haven't had enough Long Boy in this game so far.
Enough
So
long boy.
yeah, why isn't it? There we go. Yeah, Long Boy.
No,
Uh, what is he
Long boy's
doing?
legs.
Long.
back fell beast.
All right, cool. So we got our mascot Long Boy, so he's back.
That's good.
All right, so it sounds like the party is more interested in chasing down because you're looking to recover a ring specifically that was lost
Yeah.
or stolen or
Yeah, like-
something fucking weird. I don't remember what excuse I had.
I figure we're talking, and the ring might be worth more than 5 crowns to someone else.
Now we're
I
talking.
like your thinking.
Yeah, now
I
we're
like
making the-
my thinking.
Yeah, this is the real walking around money. 5 crowns. 5 crowns each.
Each. Oh.
I mean, we have all the information, where to go, and what we're looking for, and what to do.
Yeah,
Yeah. I say we go.
let's travel. Oh God, there's 2 of them.
Why are there 2 of them?
No.
Is
Back!
Is he
Back
dancing?
fell demon.
What is he doing? Is he dancing?
He's so
It's
happy.
like the danciest little skeleton I've ever seen.
I said back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh God, it's green.
It's like a rave.
That's gonna be the still for this episode. Just 2 giant skeletons, inexplicably colored.
It's painting a story.
Yeah, and meanwhile, like my character model's just here, like screaming.
My character model is just a bunch of possums.
Yeah, it was funny.
I'm
It's
fine
good.
with this.
I like
Scramble boys.
Okay, so I spent all that time drawing the map in case we needed to chase the thief across the many rooftops. So I like.
it. Why would we chase a thief across the rooftop?
So I didn't actually make one for the wharf or anything. So
We'll just pretend this is the
just put some like water on one side of it.
Riley,
Oh.
what the fuck's
What
happening
are
with the
you?
frog?
Oh!
really close.
Oh!
It's on your throat.
What's
Oh, no,
happening
what
with the frog? What's
Why
Back
am
happening?
away
I
from
so
the camera.
What's going
I don't
on
know
with the
how.
frog?
That's so upsetting.
I hate it. I really hate
Stop
it.
talking.
I can't help it.
Look at its tongue.
Back
It's got,
fell demon.
it's got such
Help.
detail. Oh, there we go.
No.
Oh, that's
I'll
so
just-
bad. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. Anyway, the frog. Sure, the frog. Got it.
The star of the story.
Okay. So everyone's on board. Everyone wants to go. You can. You could travel by foot. Obviously, it's a little more dangerous and it takes a little longer. But it can definitely be done because it's cheaper, right? Or you can try and get on a boat that's heading out of Nuln and towards the north on the River Reich.
I like boats.
Think we can
So-
convince Booger to pay for everybody?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you did win all that money in that dice game.
There's 5 crowns.
No.
There's only 4 of us.
I think Booger just glared.
Booger, look at it as an investment. You take your pennies and invest in the future so you can have crowns.
Invest in the future, invest in your friends.
Friends, you made me get chased all around town.
Absolutely. I put like an arm kind of around him because I can't really reach. I'm just like, and what an excellent friend you were. You helped us all out. It's like you're a hero.
You saved us.
Look, I got nothing. He like reaches, shows you an empty pocket that obviously isn't where he keeps his money. But you say we gotta dig up a ring? I
Yeah.
can dig a pretty mean hole. You get me in front of that dig that needs to be dug, I'll get digging.
I feel like we don't want him to do the digging for us.
I'll do the digging.
Yeah, I
Don't
love
you
Dig
worry.
Dug. It's a great game.
Dig, Doug.
And I like hold up my like nasty claw like nails, and I'm like, they're my digging nails.
Oh,
They're like a half an inch long.
Yeah, there's like
Oh.
still manure crusted on some of
Oh,
them.
that's such a nasty scene where we like zoom in on him, and it's like that photorealistic like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
exactly how I was imagining
Oh,
it.
it's so gross. I hate it.
Come
Oh,
on,
man.
guys.
It'll be fine. Okay.
Put me in front of that dig that needs to be dug and I'll get to digging.
I think my favorite thing about that is that's like a Michael Egolf quote just as much as it's a Booger quote. Like Mike would say that about digging. He's like, "Come on, Mike, we're gonna go dig something." He's like, put me in front of that dig."
Okay.
All right.
So there's a small scene when we leave
Yeah.
where Booger walks up to what looks to you guys to be like a pile of rags, but then he like nudges it, and it's actually like a pile of like 3 or 4 orphans who have like snuggled together in the alley that night for warmth.
Hmm.
And he goes up and he goes, "All right, listen up. I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. You guys take care of stuff, okay?"
Where you
He
going,
tosses him
Mr.
a
B?
Single brass penny.
He takes it.
And like ruffles the kid's hair.
Where you going?
"I'm going to dig me a hole."
And he scrunches his face and he looks, and this is like the one that thinks he's in charge, right? And he's not. He's like, "Oh, look at this! Oh, day laborer, huh? You're working real hard, huh?"
"This ain't just any hole. This is a rich person's hole."
What are you gonna do in a rich person's home, huh? And he looks and he's like, "I'm gonna say a swear." He's like,
"Whatever I
Poop
damn
in
well
it?
please."
he's like, "That's cool, Mr. B. That's cool."
Damn straight. When I come back, I'm gonna be the richest hole digger that ever dug in this whole damn town.
And then they cheer. They cheer for you and they love it. You got him eating out of the palm of your hand.
Yeah, so I think he probably leaves him another brass penny.
Oh yeah.
Get yourself something nice.
They're like, "Wow, we could eat today." And they just run, like, kicking and screaming. And, like, one of them doesn't have a penny, and they're very upset. But other than that, they're fine.
Like, they run as, like, a tumbling fighting mass, like,
Right.
fighting over the penny.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The most wealth they've ever seen in one place.
Rock,
Look.
paper, scissoring for food.
Yeah, he has a heart. He's a little stinky thief with a heart of
Can't make him
also
redeemable.
brass pennies.
We didn't see this, right?
I think it's okay if you see it. He doesn't hide it.
Yeah, or maybe it was like, you're like, I gotta go do a thing, and then you go, and they're like, we don't fucking trust you, like... And then they're like, oh, that was nice. Damn it, now I feel differently about him.
Yeah, and he turns around, he's like, someone's gotta watch the turf when I'm gone.
Sure. Okay.
I am confused.
Do we feel differently about him?
No.
That's up to you.
Right.
This is typical Booger. We already know about this.
Yeah. Alright, everyone's cool with going to the wharf then?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have... Tristan is just joining us. He's been able to piece 2 and 2 together and realize that...
Riley is a frog.
Yeah.
I'm a beautiful frog.
Yeah, I love it. It's getting in bonus points tonight. Yeah, so, like, nothing interesting going on in town. Like, the next scene is really you guys hitting up the wharf. And we kind of join this, like, you know, oh, we've already talked to a couple people, prices are pretty high today, kind of thing, right? Like, we cut in on a conversation that's already happening. It's like, no, we're getting 5 gold crowns when we come back from this job. We still have to, like, pay for getting there. Like, someone's laying out the, like, logistics of what's happening here. Is that likely to be Fiaza or Rorgel?
I feel like that'd be Rorgel.
Okay.
As
He's
a
paying for us.
as a merchant, there's he has like some money sense.
Sure. Yeah, so I mean, like, you took a boat to get here. You weren't really planning on leaving quite this quick. You know, if you had, maybe you would have met him like a little further north or something. And like you know, kind of know like the going like rate, you know, and it's like it's usually about like 2 copper per day kind of thing on like, you know, steerage class, like nothing fancy, but it gets you there and it gets you safe. You know, yeah.
I'm not trying to be obnoxious here. You mean brass, right? Because every time you say copper, I think there's like a level above the brass penny.
Oh yeah,
but I
sorry.
think you actually.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yes, yeah. I just gotta like dial
Get
it
your
back.
mind in that.
Right, get
Right.
out of D&D and play Warhammer
Is this
Fantasy.
D&D?
It is not D&D. Although we are streaming under the D&D subgroup because I don't think there's a Warhammer Fantasy one yet. I was actually
It's a role-play game.
I was trying to look at that if it was like copacetic or not, right? Like going on Twitch and seeing if it like
If other.
yeah, most games are 5th edition D&D, but there's like a few people playing somebody was doing Savage Worlds, somebody's doing Fate, and there's like a few others. So I don't like it's not great, but like unless they yell at me, I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, no, so I like that. I think Rorgel, you're like leading the conversation, and you like, you know, you don't read or write, but you've still got like your method of keeping track of like what boat was going to cost what, you know what I mean? And you're like trying to get a rate for like 4 people going north, you know, three days, you know, like by the numbers that would be like what 2 or 6, 8 times 3, so 24. So I think that breaks into that's at least a silver. I forget what the exchange rate is. And you're like, how do we save a little money on that? And finally, there is a rough looking dinghy. This is like the next boat that you've come to. It's certainly not the last, but it is definitely the next boat up. And when people are like engaging in this kind of thing, they like come off the docks like a Wegmans, you know, like empty checkout lane, and they're like, "Hey, you wanna come check out with us?" And you're like, "I have nothing. Like, I need to go shopping first." And they're like, "Yeah, come on, come check out. They're right here."
Right.
And it's 2 smiling humans of like late 30s, and like they're decently put together. And they just like they see you, and then they like see you see them, and they're like, now is the time. And they're like kind of getting up a little bit like, yes.
All right.
Do I recognize these guys?
It's possible, but it's not incredibly likely. Let's see. Yeah, do either navigation or gossip. I just wanna, and it's less about the skill, and it's just if you succeed, you've like spent some time around them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You do know these guys. Why would you have moved? Why or what were you moving illegally, either in or out of town?
Ooh. I think I know what it is. Give me 2 seconds. I think it was... I was helping someone move barrels of molasses.
Illegal molasses. The slowest and
The good
deadliest of
stuff.
trades.
It wasn't that it was illegal, it's that they were trying to get it through imports without being, like, taxed.
Mm.
Right? Like, it's legal, but
Right.
it costs a lot to bring food in. And it was nasty and slimy and in barrels that were leaking, and I was like, I'll move it. I don't even know if I knew what it was. They were just like, we need some help. We don't want to touch this shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, and it was great, because when you were done working, you already had a meal.
Exactly.
Oh, I just see like licking off his arm, like yum,
Yep.
yum is delicious.
Yeah, so were they like coming to help us, or were they coming to like make a move on us?
Yeah, so I mean, you've worked with them before. They probably haven't even noticed you yet. And they come up, and then Nick, I think you were ready to say something.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let them approach me.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so they do that thing that every like good salesman does, where they show up and like you are the center of their world. There has never been anyone so wonderful and so kind and generous as you.
Absolutely.
And they have this like awful little habit of like speaking over one another in an almost exactly the same voice, where they're like, one of them points to the other, goes Dieter, and the other one goes Richter, and then they both say von Linden, right? And they have this weird like cadence to themselves, and then one of them goes Crabbers, and the other one points and goes Fisherman, and then they look at each other, and then they see Booger, and they're like smugglers.
Booger just like nods, like really heavily, like yeah.
Right, and one of them goes, but we get your product there better. And the other one goes, safer, we work for you.
Okay, do tell. What have you carried in the past?
He goes, you ever sailed down the Essequibo?
I'm sorry, the what?
The Essequibo. It's very nice. And the other one goes, you can always trust us, Von Linden twins. And then the first one smacks him, and he goes, we're cousins. And then the one that got smacked's like, no one is trying to get with cousins. And the other guy goes, no one's trying to get with you, period.
Booger's just nodding like he like totally gets what's happening right
He's
now.
like, yeah, they do this every time.
Okay, their vessel is nearby, right?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like walk and check out the boat. How's it looking? What kind of shape is it in?
So I'll tell you, when you look at it, you are not entirely confident in this vessel, right? What kind of skill do you think you have to kind of get there?
I mean, I was thinking just like a general perception. Like I'm just kind of eyeballing it.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm good with just a perception. I think since you don't know much about boats, you don't seem to have navigation trained, or I don't think you have any sort of vehicle thing. I'm just going to do a straight roll.
Yep.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. I'm all about this. You look at it, and there's definitely, like... It's definitely not, like, the finest, sturdiest ship you've ever seen, but, like, some of the obvious things, even looking around at the other boats, like, there's always, like, barnacles, mollusks, some sort of, like, just regular sea sludge, river sludge, right, that, like, gets attached to these things. And this one's, like, fairly well taken care of. Honestly, the thing just looks like it hasn't been kept up, like well painted and, like, recently, like, I don't think you oil a boat, but right, like, it's more cosmetic than it is, like, actually damaged. And you think that might be part of the sell. Like, you don't drive a fancy brand new truck in the middle of a dangerous situation, right? Like, you get a big dumpy piece of crap that no one blinks at.
Right.
And that seems to be, like, what they're going for. And I don't know, like, Mike, do you like, weigh in on this at all? Because, like, you've had dealings with them before.
Yeah, I think all Booger says is, they've always been good to me. And then I climb on the boat, go to where the molasses jugs were, and start licking the ground, even though it's probably been months.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely been months.
My God.
I'm just like, I'm like sniffing and then like slapping my tongue down and being like, nope.
I'm sorry, did you say you were slapping your tongue down?
Yep.
There could be kids watching.
The orphans are just like down the street a little bit still.
Just horrified. This is worse than that time I logged on to Roll20 and Riley was a fox or something.
Yeah, I think I'm saying, like, seems good to me. Yep. Still
Let
good.
him off his leash.
Yeah, I mean, they are upset.
Why are we bringing him?
Yeah, they are not thrilled at what's happening here.
The twins?
Yeah, the cousins.
The cousin.
No one trying to get with cousins.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask them about what's their going rate for carrying passengers to X location.
Yeah. What did we figure the breakdown was there? Because it said it was 24 just straight by the math. What's up?
Sorry, you said 2 brass pennies per day?
Yeah, I think the 24 brass pennies goes into a silver shilling too. I think it's something close like that. They'll do it for 15 pennies right now. Getting out there, they'll deal with everything coming back afterwards, because like they know your association with Booger is such that they know there's some kind of job coming. They really just want to wet their beak on it.
Right. Well, I have this haggle skill.
Yeah.
But I don't have any RP to haggle with.
Well, I mean, you're just like, you have a job. They don't know what the job is. They want in on the job. You can leverage that.
Yeah. So we'll throw out haggle. Try to get a better deal. Probably like some sort of package deal. Like going one way we'll do this, but we'll guarantee that we'll use them coming back and pay them X amount.
I'm down with that.
All right. Just straight roll.
Mike did a good job with his roll. I'm going to give you a +10 because, like, they know who you are. So they, like, the last job went right, surprisingly.
Right.
Yeah, I think as annoyed as they are, they know Booger can haul butt and do things.
They were fine with it, but then Booger started licking the
right, like slapping his tongue down on their boat. Which is just not even a statement that should ever be said. Yeah, so I mean, I think they're like, the 15 is pretty good, and we don't know the job yet. How dangerous? How quick? When do you need us to turn around?
The job's not that dangerous. We're just doing some mild excavations of a property.
And Richter looks at Dieter and says, "You believe that? That sounds almost legal." He's just like, it's not really mine to say.
Completely above board.
Right. The old mild excavation trick. I hope that becomes just like the go-to play from now on. Yeah. And he's like, okay, we can make this work. Yes, you need to go just a few days north, and we'll pick up another job and swing back through. What you say? 2 days at the site?
I think that sounds reasonable.
Okay. You want to pay when we pick you up, or pay when you bring me back to Nuln? You come back to Nuln, yes?
Yeah, we'll pay when we get back.
All right. Well, you're gonna pay the 15 now to get out there, and then you pay the rest. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you having everyone kick in on this one, or are you fronting?
I will front, but that is under the impression that, you know, when we get the payout for this, I get a larger cut. I'm bankrolling it in the hopes to see a return on investment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. Is everyone cool with that? So if the take is 5 gold crowns, you get 2.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah, I don't
two
think
gold
Booker
crowns.
understands, so he's just like, yeah.
I get pennies.
Ooh, pennies.
There's a scene as he's finishing up haggling, where I walk up to Amanda's character, and you're a halfling, right? And Booger's
Yes.
a tiny man, so we're about the same height.
Huh?
Sure.
I'm actually probably a
I
little
was
taller.
imagining you were like a 6 foot tall, beanpole, scraggly, creepy
Just-
dude.
I mean, he is
Hunched
a
over.
beanpole, but
He's pretty short, but I guess he's probably taller than most halflings.
Yeah.
But I walk up and I go, "Help!" And I open my mouth and there's just an awful splinter stuck in my tongue.
I'm sorry. What?
What? This is what
Help!
you get for licking the ground.
Help! It has sugar water.
I'm not helping you again. You do this all the time.
No, that this has happened more than once. I refuse.
I'll give you a penny.
Not in my game. Not like this.
I don't want to do.
Oh boy.
Go ask Finn.
All right, I waddle over the fin.
I'm already like wandering off.
Grossed out.
I just see it and I'm just like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm already just kind of like hightailing it out of there, looking for a nice
Like,
little.
this is not my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Actually,
I come back to you.
refuse.
You're a good person.
Or you come to me.
Yeah. Help!
Oh man.
All right,
Like-
Rorgel kind of like just, you know, rubs his eyes, and then puts a glove on, grabs your tongue, and then pulls out his knife.
Oh yeah. He's got you by the tongue. The panic, the sheer amount of panic is setting in this moment.
Actually, I think Booger has just like a trusting, like puppy dog look in his eyes, and his tongue just like flaps a little bit.
God. That's
Um,
awful.
So I have a
hate this.
question.
Yeah.
As I'm turning around and I'm looking in my immediate surroundings, is there anything that could be like a rope, or
Oh God!
Oh yeah.
yeah, or just like
ropes all over the place, holding down
Yeah,
boats,
just
getting
something
ready.
I can
Everything is
take.
ropes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of fashion it into like a little harness, you know, that you put on your children.
Right. Yeah.
Just
A
be
little
like,
backpack harness.
yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. This is not to like if you succeed, like you can do it. There's nothing stopping you. It's just do you do it while Rorgel has him by the tongue, so you can get it on him without him fighting you.
Yeah, no. So I look at Booger as I hold his tongue in my left hand and a knife in my right, and I say, "There's a way that I make this never happen again."
Oh
Oh my
shit!
god.
Damn.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you do?
I think Booger's eyes widen a little bit. But we're friends.
if you want my help, you're gonna have to say goodbye to your tongue.
Booger shakes his head.
Then you can figure it out yourself.
Booger nods.
And I release his tongue.
Oh, man.
This
It
is
like
good.
rolls back into his mouth.
Yeah. Ooh, that was awful. Riley, go ahead and roll sleight of hand. I think
Alright,
that's the
how
closest you
infected
have.
is that sliver gonna get?
Oh, yeah, very. There's actually a whole table for, like, wounds and injuries and complications,
That's great.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you probably tried to like put it on me, but you just don't I'm wearing like a lot of like rags and stuff, and I'm
You're
just
too
way skinnier
greasy.
than you thought I was.
You're so good.
So it just like slides off.
You're just too greasy. I'm just like hopping, trying to like
Right,
put it on.
there's so much, like, excess material on him that's just, like, wrapped up, like, coats, you know what I mean, that he's found discarded in the alleyways. That, like, you tie it and he just
Keeping it warm.
He just slips one off and he's gone.
And I'm just like laughing and wiggling, and you're just like, come on!
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hey.
You got a splinter in your mouth, dude. You gotta talk like you do.
Yeah. No,
Oh
I
my
don't like this. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, so the Von Lindens are both like, I mean, they made an agreement. I don't think they're happy about this, though. One
Yeah,
time you're
go
not
back on it
sticky,
now.
you're greasy. Shout out to Tristan. That was a good one. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah. All right. So, is there anything else we want to do in town, or is everyone pretty much squared away?
I think we're squared away,
Yeah.
but that's just me.
Yeah, I wanna head out.
Yeah. So, I need one member of the group to roll a D100. Or no, I take that back. One to roll a D20, and it'll be 3 D100s. So everyone can do one. All right. So next guy does that's a
Wait,
good
what
roll.
just
So
a D20?
everyone else is rolling a D percentile, 1 to 100. I know what happens and where. I wanted to know, relatively speaking, how severe, and then we need to give them just like a tiny bit of fluff.
Severe. I don't like that word.
Well, consider it on a scale of 1 to 20 as 17.
That's good.
It's fine.
Uh,
It's not 20.
Okay. Sorry, I had to figure out how to do it.
Oh yeah, /R.
Oh, okay. I typed out rolling.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do roll too. Well, obviously that without the period.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm using a different book that I'm not used to.
Mike, roll a D100.
Do it.
All the cool kids are.
Those are real dice for
I
the
heard real
audience.
nice. I miss those.
Yeah, you'll get a chance. Don't worry. Okay, sorry. I apologize. We're hustling.
It's like a D&D ASMR.
I'm rolling dice and flipping pages, and
Yeah.
I hate this. Okay. So why does everything keep happening at night with you guys? Like, why are you so fucking cursed?
At night.
No.
Okay. You're like going north. You're going up the river. Things are fine the first day, and even fine halfway through the second day. Although you can see the gathering of clouds, sort of bringing in first just like a chill dampness, that like as the sun sets, very quickly turns into like a steady but not like dangerous rain. Dieter and Richter are like pretty competent at like doing this on their own. That they really only ask occasionally. They're like, oh, like a day out. There's like there's a turn where like there's a lot of rocks and stuff when the water's low. So we're gonna ask you guys to be spotters. And then for the most part, they don't really need you to do a whole lot. So like, is anyone like, I want to learn boating things? Or you all pretty much like, we hang out?
We'll help out.
Yeah, you want
to... I like somewhat versed in it because I was on a party boat.
Yes, that's true.
Sorry, looking at my stats.
Yeah, I mean, it can be sheer fluff too, right? Like, if you listen to what they're saying, you won't be a hindrance. It's just...
Yeah, I guess I would be interested enough in listening. I have some sailing skill points, so...
Okay.
Not great at it, but I like it.
Right. Let me...
I think Booger's all about, like, if they tell him to, like, climb the rigging or do something, like, ridiculously dangerous, he's just like, up I go!
Yeah.
Just gonna listen to what everyone says.
Right.
The cabin boy.
Yeah, you do the thing.
Right, but, like, if we're getting the work, like, he's pretty good at jumping on the task.
Okay. Cool. This is like a little more lush than we would expect for like a fantasy England, fantasy Germany. But I like the turn, so we're gonna keep it. I don't know that this is gonna give me what I'm looking for. Hold on, sorry. Cool. Even when premium fails you, like, what are we supposed to do about that?
You have premium?
No, but I can at least, when I see it, I can like be upset that I don't get access to those ones. But searching for a damaged boat doesn't get you anything. Must be too specific. This is a little more generous than the boat you're on, but yeah, that seems fine.
I don't see anything new on the...
Wait, what boat?
Yeah, I haven't moved you guys over to it, sorry.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Nick laughed, so I thought...
I can see it on the Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I can see it on Twitch. Oh, there it is.
I
Look
moved
at
you
that
over
sailboat.
Yeah.
Oh, look at our boat!
Yeah, so that's
like...
That looks like the one from Moana.
That's a little more generous than the boat you guys are actually on, but, again, I'm working with what I got here.
Look at them trees!
Look at that vine boat.
Look at that viney boat.
Oh, I don't want to deal with the vine boat.
Yeah, so it sounded like most of you were like, hey, we want to be like out and about. You're like moving. It is not twilight anymore. It is actually dark. I expect only one of you to actually be on watch at this time. So of everyone who said they were helping out, high roll d20, just whoever gets the highest roll. You were the lucky sob. Wow, well done, Riley. You're asleep.
I literally give no shits.
Yeah.
It's Booger.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm up in the... If there's any sort of crow's nest...
There is not, but there is a sail, and you are up it.
Yeah, I'm just like... I've like wrapped a leg around one of the ropes up there, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
Chilling.
Alright, so... Mike, I have a proposition for you.
Yeah.
Because I heard you say, oh, I ain't going near that boat. Is that you, or is that Booger?
That was me more than Booger, but... I mean, if it's a creepy-ass vine boat, Booger probably wants to go sniff it.
He wants to lick it.
Why you gotta lick it? Yeah.
Gotta look.
He uses all of his senses, okay?
I can respect that.
He perceives the world in a different way.
Right. So here's my pitch, right? Like, maybe not named properly, but I'm actually a real fan of Numenera's DM intrusion, right? Because you're like, creepy fucking boat in the middle of the night. I'm the only one on watch. I tell no one. We keep sailing, right? Like, definitely a play.
Sure.
But here's my bait. I will give you some experience. I will give you 50 experience and 50 experience for you to hand out to another party member if you play ball with me.
Okay. Do you explain
gonna
how
keep it
I'm
all
playing
for
ball,
himself.
or do I have to agree first?
It depends. Usually I have to tell you. In this instance, I will tell you there are spooky lights coming out of that boat, and Booger's like, that's shiny, that's probably gold.
Oh yeah,
That's them
no.
pennies!
Oh,
I don't think you needed. I mean, you already offered it, so it's staying. But you didn't need to bribe me. If there's something shiny, like
Yeah.
he's good.
Brass
He's
pennies.
going.
Yeah, no, I know you typically you're one of those players who will go along with it, but you know, I also like to show off mechanics, even though it's not in fantasy.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, you see it, right? Like, there's a steady, like, pouring rain. You know, I don't know how people categorize rain, but, like, an uncomfortable amount to stand in. There's not, like, lightning, per se, but there's, like, a decent amount of wind, so it's, like, the rain's kind of coming down in sheets, and it's, like, you know, whipping past on the
Sure.
boat. And then, yeah, as you guys are getting close to this boat, it is so overgrown that you honestly think Dieter and Richter would have sailed right past it without even noticing. Probably many people have, except for like in the daytime.
Sure.
But yeah, like there are some crazy lights dancing across this thing in like impossible like greens and like bright yellows and purples even.
Is there someone like steering
The Vine boat or your boat?
our boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think.
Dieter and Richter they'll trade off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
They're
I
not
think I
each
would.
on one side of the wheel.
Yeah.
oh no.
I think I go over to one of them. Then would probably be my first stop,
Yeah.
and I'm like hopping it down, and I point over, and I'm like, friends, look.
And they turn and they're like, what is that? Are they injured?
Oh,
Shiny.
they're shiny.
Chinese.
And he's,
Look, Booger knows when something good is going on. That's good.
what was the thing we were using for bluff?
Charm?
Yeah.
Charm.
Yeah, roll charm.
Try and charm them?
Yeah, you get a
I
10.
feel like Booger's charm is not his
Not good.
best quality.
I'm 10 modifier.
Yeah, plus 10. God. And they're like, he goes, the last time you told us to bet on you. And he turns his look, he's like, well, let's just say we're not allowed back in Bogenhaven anymore.
Yeah, I think Booger just like laughs until he snorts.
And it's like,
That's right.
yeah. And Richter's like, we did make a lot of money. And Dieter's like, well, there are more of us than last time too. But this is still a Booger idea.
Booger ideas are the best ideas.
And they both at the same time are just like, we'll wake up your companions.
I like scrabble down, probably like slipping and sliding and like walking on all fours because I have no idea how to boat, especially not when it's raining.
Mhm.
I just like tumble down to wherever people are sleeping, and just yell out, "Friends!"
Shinies.
Mm-hmm. Fucking creepy frog.
Shinies.
I found shinies.
Still like groggy, half asleep. Just like shinies. Like gold.
I don't know. It's something.
I think I'm gonna roll and kind of. I don't know. Is there like actual beds, or am I kind of just sleeping on like a weird mat on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, there's hammocks in a few of them, and there's a few like bunk beds. There's probably like 4 bunk beds and 2 hammocks.
All right. Yeah, I feel like I'd be on the bed. I kind of roll out, hit the floor a little.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still really drowsy. I'm tired.
Yeah, it's fair.
Meander my way to the shinies, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like half like tugging on your clothes, like, come on, come on.
I feel like you're moving like Gollum right now because you're on all fours and you're just like,
He's
yes,
essentially Gollum.
yes, hobbits in this way.
Right.
Booger start the shinies.
That combined with the frog, not great. Definitely not great. Okay.
I'm gonna wake up too and kind of like notice what's going on and follow along.
Yeah, I'm definitely like hooting and hollering. I'm not.
Just you woke everybody up.
Yeah.
There's no.
I'm kind of
avoiding.
like mad about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this keeps happening to you. So they don't go up alongside the boat. They actually, like, basically, pull into, like, the little alcove on the edge of the water here and just throw out, that same gangplank as before. And they're like, okay, we're going to keep the boat safe and get ready to run in case we need.
Yeah, I think once you guys are up and like there and you can see it, Booger's like across the gangplank going to investigate.
Yeah, you're, like, scrabbling over.
Yeah, just like slip and fall and slide face first down the gangplank into the other boat.
That's good. Alright, does anyone want to do anything in particular? Or y'all just, like, making your way into this thing and figuring out what the hell?
Yeah, well, I'm just watching from the boat to see if see what Booger's digging up.
Okay.
I would love to roll perception.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been smart.
That's true. That's smart.
I'd like to do the same.
That's not what my
Or-
character does.
He doesn't roll for anything.
Gung ho.
He does have
Outdoor
flee, though.
survival.
Oh damn. I failed.
Alright.
What were you looking to learn? Like, what did you want to find out?
I'm just looking at these shinies. Like, I wanted to know if I would see anything, any movement, what this shiny thing is, where it's coming from exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that, like, you look at it, and unlike what the audience has been seeing, which has been, like, a wicked, like, cacophony, one of those, of, like, a multitude of colors, it's, like, holding steady at just, like, that, like, golden, yellow, amber, and you're like, shit, that might actually be gold. I don't know what's, like, illuminating it, but, like, Crazy Booger might have been right.
Oh, well, I'm following after Booger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, Nick, you were hanging back, but then everyone else was going in? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I'm still hanging back.
Okay.
I am following my cousin and Booger along.
Yeah, okay.
Guys, I think this is gold.
Yeah, so you get,
There
like,
might be gold.
you get to the boat, and then when you get on the boat, the light dies down to just like a dull glow, but it's still like underneath. And you're like passing, like broken wooden boards, right? Like that are like beginning to rot away and stuff. So you like kind of see in there, but like the way the light's coming out, even though it's dull, you really can't get a lot of detail other than to say there's at least 2 or 3 things moving down there, roughly humanoid size.
Is intuition something I can roll?
What would you want to learn?
My surroundings a little bit better. I don't know if that's the right roll.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Danger.
Okay. Any modifiers?
No, you're rolling straight right now.
Can
God,
I roll
I'm not a
intuition
good
as
roll.
well?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I want to see if Booger just senses danger, like in general, like his natural street sense kicks
His
in.
booger sense.
Booger sense.
Yeah, my Booger sense.
He just like sniffs the air real hard.
So no one of you has the presence of mind to go, maybe we wait for them to come to us and we get the jump on them. You're like, shit, they have stuff, we want it, we got to get them now. Urgency jumps to your mind.
Yeah, I think so Booger, when you guys stopped to look, Booger was like already across, like he was booking it. So I think he's probably there a bit earlier.
Could I roll like stealth to see if I'm noticeable?
You can roll a stealth to kind of like set a baseline for how well you're
Oh my
creeping
God.
up on them. Ooh, look at that.
That's bad.
That's not good.
So Booger,
It's
you
not
were
good at all.
You were like at the either like the cargo hold or like the stairs to go into the thing, and you were like waiting for them to come, or you were taking a moment to like read your surroundings. Which was it?
Well, Booger was actually about to just yell out to them, but if Amanda's character does something first,
Yeah, she's the one who fucks it up. So
What happens? How do you fuck it up?
Oh no!
her foot goes right through like a rotten timber, right? And she just go ahead and roll a d20. 11 or higher, you don't go through. 10 and lower, you go clear through the bottom. Yeah, your foot goes, and you're like shit, or you don't have to swear if you don't want to, and it like draws you in, like you just completely slip through, like the wood is like wet and slick with overgrown vines, and you just bam slam right into it.
Can I roll athletics
To
to
do
see
what?
how well I land on the next floor down?
Yeah, you're not taking any damage from that. That's fine. That would be too easy.
Okay.
Man, the premium ones were great.
Spot.
What's that?
I'm avoiding that spot.
Thanks.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, but are you guys rushing otherwise?
He's
I
like,
mean,
oh, she's gone.
I mean, it's our full through. I'm not gonna rush now. I'm gonna be careful.
Yeah. So they're not actually this big. I just wanted you
That's so big.
to see what they were.
Oh no.
Backfell demon!
oh god,
This is bigger than the boat.
we're gonna fight minotaurs.
Yes, they are beastmen. You would know them to be wild and dangerous, fanatical creatures. Usually followers of the chaos gods. There are 3 of them here. And they seem to have dragged a couple sacrifices into this room along with them. There are several freshly mutilated bodies in like a pile on the floor, and there is a metal chest that has been like broken open by way of battle axe, and inside that is like this cracked stone that they have like covered in like blood and entrails that they have like taken out of these victims, and it is like smoking and moving and shaking. Something is inside this stone and is undulating, and there's like this thin crack that's formed along it, and bright lights are shining out of it.
This is what I see inside the ship.
Yeah, you have just fallen into the center of this ritual.
So
And I...
for what it's worth, Amanda's character is the only one that's been like kind to Booger at all.
Mm-hmm.
So he would be like diving straight into the hole and following her.
Yeah.
To try to help.
Yeah. No, I'm all about that. I think. Yeah. What's up?
Sorry. Would I be able to roll charm to try to talk my way out of this? Like, I'm sorry, so sorry for falling in here. Like, I didn't mean to. I accidentally tripped upstairs. Like, I'm more than happy to leave.
Yeah, beastmen have barely the ability to speak, so they that's not going to work out too well.
I got what language, right?
What were you doing, Riley? Because we're actually going to call it here tonight. This is going to be our cliffhanger with you slamming through the floor, Booger rushing down the stairs, probably screaming,
falling on top of me.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking through the hole. You all right?
You alright, cuz?
The most deadpan, like, how'd you land? Yeah. Okay, you got all the fingers and the toes? Yeah, okay.
There's like minotaurs and blood everywhere. I don't know what's going on.
I think you hit your head. Just stay there. I'll be down in a second.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you just like very calmly are
believe me.
walking. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay, cool. No, I am all about that. Nick, you're like looking on. You obviously hear her go through the floor, and you hear like a couple surprised yelps. Are you like kicking it into action, or are you like no?
Well, I mean, realistically, I have no attachment to any of these people.
Nick just needs to hire a new party.
Yeah, like I mean, realistically, like I mean, I paid the boat fare.
Oh god.
But also, we're the guys. Remember?
He's like,
We
Sail,
have the money
sail.
papers.
I'm the digger.
Yeah, ooh, Booger is the digger though. For the sake
Riley's
of
got the money papers.
That's
for
right.
the
I have
sake of
money
the party,
paper.
I will be venturing onto this boat
Okay.
and making my way down to
Yeah.
Downtown.
the blood ritual.
Damn it.
Making my way down.
All right, cool. Well, so that is where we're actually going to cap it tonight. Nice little cliffhanger for everyone, and we'll be kicking off the next game with a solid combat and probably a couple corruption and fear tests. Riley, stop being an uncomfortable frog.
Don't like that.
I don't think I'm good at combat.
No, I don't think any of you
I
are
don't think
great at
anyone's
it.
good at combat.
Yeah,
What's combat?
yeah, exactly. All right,
What's
cool.
a combat?
Well, thank you everyone for showing up and playing, and thank you everyone who watched. We had a good number of people in chat there for a minute, and pretty steady viewers tonight.
Oh
too.
God, he's a burger!
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
It's good.
They're all very.
Show him the
uncomfortable.
turkey.
Yeah, show him the turkey.
All right, where are you, turkey?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
God, I don't
upsetting.
like the
It is a
burgers
lot of
already.
mouth movement.
Oh!
There we go.
The turkey's pretty good, actually. Turkey
That's a
looks
good one.
Turkey's
The
surprisingly
Sheba
realistic.
is kind of scary.
The Sheba
pretty
was
good.
bad. The Sheba I didn't like. That was
Can I
how
see
we.
the Sheba?
That was how we
Can
started.
we just
the
have
game.
Can we just have a 3 hour? Oh!
It's cute.
It's
He's
gr-
got
Come on
little
now, guys.
Its
paws.
eyes are terrifying.
It's so uncomfortable the way it's grinning at you.
He's
It's-
so happy.
Oh,
It's
Can we just have a
Look at his
mischievous.
little
3 hour
paws.
stream where Riley swaps through all these different filters and then I scream
Yes.
at everyone that shows up.
Every single one is upsetting. Yeah.
I don't know.
Riley,
I
he
like
can
them.
polymorph himself.
Everyone's just screaming. Come on now.
All right. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it, and we will. We'll be
I
back.
don't like that.
Yo.
Why didn't you play like that? That looks so much more accurate, just like you.
Yeah, this looks just like me, guys.
That is Riley.
That is Riley. We'll be
Riley, when
back-
did your webcam start working?
Riley, you gotta get some sun, man.
Sorry, Dave.
We'll be back in 1 week to play some 2nd edition with the other group, and then in 2 weeks we'll be back at this Warhammer, rolling some fear tests and fighting some beastmen. So cool. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night.
Like, follow, subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Ribs.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.